21,230. Into the bottom hour, we got nat gas in 7 minutes. 50 on the tilt.
To be clear, nothing has improved since yesterday.
In terms of
the bond market. The bonds are lower than
Yeah.
they were then.
Say lifespan, day more.
Maybe we just go right back down to settlement. Oh, Coach Hoop just said that. Right back to settlement.
Yep, settle test.
We're getting a bounce out of that 0.5. Potentially get long again.
For long. Okay. What did you
Gotta
see
get a
there?
reaction.
You saw the rejection on the sell there?
It's just how it's reacting to that 0.5 level. We also set the IB high second, so we want to trade towards the long side if that's the case.
So to be clear, Baron, when you're saying like whichever IB end was created last is the direction you kind of want to trade to.
Order filled. So there's a stat on Edgeful showing that when your IB high sets second, so like your IB low sets first, your IB high sets second, there's an 80% chance that IB high breaks.
80% chance, really?
Yeah. Let me double check that. Let me make sure I'm not giving false information.
That's pretty high, man. That's pretty high.
Yeah. Let me double check that really quick.
I got you more selling in the ES.
Should've just held on to that short, man.
Do we try it again? 58.50 if we
50s?
hold. Is it to find out?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is 81.63% based on year-to-date data. Based on 1 year data, it is 75% chance. So
still pretty good chance.
Pretty high likelihood.
Yeah. So you're saying there's a chance. No, you would like to trade from the long side because of that today.
Yeah.
Hey, Hogue, question. I've noticed, and you're doing a great job. You're getting inside our traders' heads, whether it's the J or you're learning their styles, and Dakota and Baron.
I try.
Some other traders. Who has been the most difficult to try to get in their head?
Order filled.
They're trying. Yeah. Mo.
Uh-huh.
I figured you'd say that.
You think of that one? He had that answer right away.
Because he's so short time frame and very specific in what he's looking for, and he's an excellent trader.
Yeah,
it just takes a lot to kind of go through what he's going through with his moving averages and the smoothing moving average and what he's looking for the opportunities.
Sure.
I mean, we can all
Order filled
things that he's looking at: the swing highs, the swing lows, the overall direction, those kinds of things. It's just trying to get into his head and how to execute his strategy that is a little bit difficult.
For sure. He's quick. He's
all right, Baron, I got one long ES 58.56.
Order filled.
One ES 58.56.
Yeah, I tried to get into a short. I just closed it out for scratch, so nothing noteworthy.
Ladder here. We'll have Baron repeat. Baron, they want you to repeat that stat, 71%, 81% stat one more time.
Yeah. So when the IB high sets second, it is year to date. The stat is that IB high will break 80% of the time, 81.6% of the time. On a 1 year basis, it's 75% of the time. And then to the downside, if the low set
order filled,
it is a 65% chance to break that IB low first. So it's better trading towards the upside. I'm gonna take a stab at a long here.
I like that one.
It's better trading towards the upside in this case.
What price did you get, Baron?
$21,242.
242. Thank you. 242. 21,242. That's straight. 21,250. House count long from 58.56, pushing higher here. 58.61. Now 62's print. Looking for anything. Dakota, you said you like that long.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we look at the 5-minute. We got that pullback. We got the pullback at a level of support, resistance, right? This, 216, 220 level was acting as resistance this morning. We broke out of it. We came back. We pulled back, and now it's acting as support. So whether we get that continuation back up and go test those 300s, I mean, that's why we put on risk. We don't know, but this is a decent level that these 220s to get in long.
Jack, we leading on the 50s, 58.50.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just gonna take a look at the ladder. I'm not seeing anything upside or downside. Pretty thin.
Got in a little bit aggressively because it was a
It's all right.
pretty big pullback, but
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
Nasdaq. What do we got here on the Nasdaq ladder? Very thin on this Nasdaq ladder.
Natural gas traders, your numbers in 20 seconds. Heads up.
Oh, nat gas was cooking the other day, Eddie. What were we up 8-9% the other day in nat gas? Absolutely cooking to the upside. What was it? Nat gas, that's where the party was. I'm taking a look at micro Bitcoin, making new all-time highs this week. As a stop. What are we looking at micro Bitcoin?
Order
Oh,
filled.
go.
Coming in at 120 billion cubic feet. They were looking at 119 prior, 110. So 120 billion cubic feet natural gas number here. Hitting next number coming out here. We do have a 10 o'clock Kansas City Fed manufacturing minor number. And let's not forget about our 12 o'clock high noon White House briefing. Eyes on the prize.
And-
Back to you guys.
And a 10-year
I
auction
knew.
at a 10-year auction. When I say thin on the ladder, that means the bid and ask quantity very small. One on the bid, one on the ask. If you look at the Nasdaq, very very
Slap that
thin.
ask.
So just be it's gonna be very whippy and volatile in short time frame.
3-bar reversal to the long side. If we could break above these 53s, 54s.
Aaron, you're long one Nasdaq at what price?
Long one Nasdaq 21,242, targeting 21,373.
373.
Thank you.
Okay. First upside target was 309. That hit 373. How did you come to that number, Baron? Very specific on that, and you've moved your upside target 60 points higher than the
It's an
previous one.
extension. It's a initial balance extension.
Were you annoyed at that question?
My Discord is saying I'm giving out too much free sauce, but you guys are asking. So I'm
You're giving out too
Free
much. Oh, you're
sauce is
giving
the
out the
best
secret.
sauce.
Oh, you're
Secret's
giving out
out.
too much. What else are they saying in there? Hold on, yeah, let's go on this disc. What else are they saying? You're giving out the goods.
I'm giving
Order
I give out
filled.
the goods to my premium and my mentorship students, and they're like, "Bro, but you're leaking too much sauce." And
You're like,
I mean,
like Paul Newman.
if anyone could come up with the strategy that I have, it's a pretty straightforward strategy. It's IB with fibs and extensions, and then if you get the Edgeful tool and you understand how to look at statistical analysis, that's all you really need.
How do you
Right,
respond when your Discord's saying you're giving out the sauce? What did you say in there? You're damn right I did. I'll stop.
No, I didn't respond to that. I didn't respond to
Well,
that.
you
Shut
are
up,
right
I'm
now,
the
so they're wrong.
chef.
Yeah, they're watching you right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll sauce who I want.
Let's see. Targeting 370s to the upside. Remaining patient. Oh, what's initial balance? Seen that question a few times. What is initial balance? IB high, IB low.
Balance.
What does that mean?
Initial balance high and low is basically the high and the low of the first hour of trade.
Sweet. What prices are those in? Let's call it the ES. What's the IB high and IB low in the ES and the Nasdaq?
IB low, which was put in first today, as Baron was telling us, 58.4275. IB high 58.80. 80 half. I'm trying to pepper in some offers up here below the initial balance low in gold, because we've also got that anchored VWAP right up against that, and just missed a couple of them, but we'll see if we can get another move back up to that IB low. That could be a pretty decent area of resistance. If you look on my chart, you've got the anchored VWAP from the low bar. We traded down below the overnight low. We recovered that. Now we're coming back to the IB low, and that anchored VWAP could be an interesting opportunity. So I've peppered in a couple of offers up there to see if we can get a fill on that. Very low risk.
Well, what prices are those, Hogue? It was $32.98 last trade in gold.
Yeah, the IB low is 3,370 cents. The anchored VWAP is coming in at 3,310 cents. I've got a couple of offers. We're going to see if we can't get these filled and get an opportunity to see if this thing turns around up here. IB low, when it breaks and then comes back to it, can be a pretty decent resistance area. That's the only reason we're taking a look at this trade.
Man. Hey, Baron, in the chat, a lot of people are liking what they see when they look at you. I just thought you might want to know that. You are easy on the eyes, Baron.
What?
The
Are
chat.
they calling me cute or what?
Easy What?
Like,
I don't know.
Ooh, he's
I said,
single.
are they calling me cute or what? Like, what's
Yeah,
Yeah, sexy, cute, yeah, all that. Oh yeah,
You're still
hot,
single, right,
very
Jack? Or right, Baron?
News to me.
Yeah, I am. I did have a phone call with my ex-girlfriend the other day. So
No,
we'll see.
hold on.
Oh, this again.
Back up.
This again.
Back up.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Uh-oh.
How long were you two
Bright
together?
eyes over here.
2 years, and then she moved to LA to go for acting, and
Mhm.
so we were doing long distance for a little bit. It just wasn't working, but
Okay.
you know,
What year?
I have to move to
When
LA.
did you?
Is pretty much the gist of that.
That's the ultimatum.
Darren, I was in the exact same situation, minus the Dallas part of it. And it ended with me getting broken up with at Disneyland. So,
Yeah.
you just got to take your L's and move on.
Baron, who initiated the conversation?
So she broke up with me at first, right? 'Cause she was moving to LA, and she was like,
Mhm.
let's not do this distance. Then we got back together, and then I broke up with her after that, and then yeah. So
Alpha.
She's seen your P&L. That's what happened.
she has, but she doesn't care about money. I mean, she
Yeah.
has a pretty good gig, so she might be making more money than me.
Really?
All right, time to fly to LA.
Okay. So you guys spoke, and is she coming to Dallas? She going to LA, or just a hi? How you doing? A little check in.
I'll probably show up to LA. I got family down in LA too, so
Here we go.
Take a little family trip.
We going back to
Most of my
Cali.
family.
Cali.
Top Step
Most
TV
of my
goes to LA.
family,
We're going to LA.
Most of my family's from
Incredible.
Reno, and then I've got like aunts. I've got an aunt in Oxnard, or yeah, I think it's Oxnard, and then aunt in Fullerton. I got family all over in California.
But you just happen to be going out to LA. They've been there for a while, and now you just
Mhm.
happen to want to go back out there just visit family.
Just yeah, I just happened to take a trip out to LA. You know,
Yep. And hey, well, very fair enough. Baron, always give us full transparency. And Dakota, the second date or third date, how'd that go down? Has it yet?
That was like the 50th date.
Oh, so you guys are steady then.
No.
Okay,
You've gone on 50 dates with someone you're not steady with?
it's complicated. Remember the Facebook
Okay.
thing? It's complicated.
It's 50 first dates.
Yeah, 50 First Dates. You haven't seen that movie?
Love it. Look at these guys.
Hey,
Got some
there's
eligible
nothing wrong.
bachelors.
There's nothing wrong with guys being friends with girls.
Oh yeah, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
So we go on dates and we're friends.
Yeah.
But my wife would be
Gee,
concerned if I went out with my female friends and called them dates.
Yeah.
I think that's where the
well,
confusion
Order
comes from,
filled.
Dakota.
Chat, can we put up a poll, please? If you go on 50 dates, are you
Is,
let me phrase this.
is
Go on
that
50
steady?
dates. Are you steady? That's such an age term. Are you steady? After
You're going
50
Yeah.
dates,
steady.
is it
The
is it
habit.
considered steady? Come on, put the poll up
I'm
in the
complicated,
chat.
all right, chat.
It's
I'm
at
I'm a
least
hard one
bumpable.
to settle down with.
After 50 dates, are you considered steady with them? Yes or no? Baron, what do you say? 50 dates? Come on. They're an item.
50 dates. If you're on 50 dates and you're not dating that person, then like, what's going on there?
Let's get into it.
You can't put two to two
They're
together.
not
Come
dates.
on, guys.
She's describing in a weird way.
Okay,
We're
fair
along
enough.
2 ES, 58, 53, 3/4.
I'm turning into a day trader. I have commitment issues.
You let her know that?
She knows.
She does. There we go. Poll is up. Does 50 dates qualify as dating? I mean, this better be 100%. Poll is up. We're going to tell Dakota. Hopefully, your date. We'll see what.
I'm a date
This is
trader.
official. Whatever this comes out as. Yes. This
A
will be
date
official.
trader.
Poll is
There
up.
you go.
We are getting, look at that chat is fired up. We are getting votes in on this one. This is one of our most popular polls we've ever done, man. Everyone's got a take on this one. But house count is long too from 58, 53. Keep a look at these 50s, 58, 50.
Short 3
New
micro
re-
gold as well.
Shit. All right,
32.99.40.
32.99.40. Short 3 Hogue, micro gold.
Yes.
Cool. All right, sounds good. All right, quick. That was a flash. Nice one. 73% say yes, you are dating, Dakota. So yes, you now have a girlfriend, whether you like it or not. We'll touch back on that. You guys are
Jay
dating.
gets it. Jay gets it. Jay understands what I'm referring to.
Is that true, Jay? Those are the rules.
You know what? It's one of the biggest green
Sauce.
flags. You see a guy and their relationship with other girls. Girls could get jealous, right? And they're an ultimate wingman. I mean, would you rather have a guy best friend talking positive about you, or would you rather have a girl talk positive about you to another girl that you like?
Put up on the poll. Do you want your wingman? No, do not put that poll up.
Here we go.
Do
Screw these
not put that
markets.
poll. Absolutely not. Come on, market. Move, damn it. Move.
We're
75% long
I
gold.
took off,
Yeah, thank you, Eddie.
took off
Keep
one
bail
of
me
the
out of here.
two.
Bail me out of here. Top of the hour in about 19 minutes. How's it got long? 2 ES from 58.53
We're long.
as well as.
We're long one
All
from
right.
58.51.
Okay.
I'll have to show you guys a thing or two when I go to Chicago. We'll film it. We'll pick up.
I'm down, man. I'm down.
We're doing this, Baron. You're single. We're going to Chicago, and we're gonna hit. It's gonna be one hell of a night.
It's a great
It's-
spot. Find you
it's
some
Taz,
girls in
it should be a good
Iowa
night. Should be a good
sweatshirts.
Yeah, we'll get some numbers.
I mean, you guys are in the prime spot. I'll tell you that. Where you guys are going to be.
What if for this
Yeah,
thing,
for long
hey,
one.
Andre, we just
I'll
lock
show you. I'll
ourselves.
show you.
Just
It's gonna
lock
be fun.
ourselves in the hang up, the hangy uppy for 48 hours, and that'll be the whole thing.
Oh my God.
Straight on our phones. Find some Iowa sweatshirts.
Don't
Crying.
do that.
Girls
I'm
crying.
not gonna do that.
We'll stop. We'll stop right there. It's a little bit of a wiggle
EVA
there.
concepts chat. We'll show you.
Make sure you hit
Sweet
Rush
will.
Street
Hey,
when you're here. You got to hit Rush
a bit of
Street.
Order filled.
a bid here. I thought it felt like a little wiggle. 58.60. Got seemed like some buying coming in. Let's here in the Nasdaq. What's in the Nasdaq? Let's start that. Very thin on that Nasdaq, Larry. My goodness. ES feels like something woke up. Feels like something woke up there.
Oh,
Could we
yes,
have gotten the
keep going,
50s,
my
Jack? I guess we could have gotten the 50s, but it's okay. You long for
we
51 right now.
did. I mean, the one it went below that. It went down to like
Oh,
just below it. But the second one I added was right around 58.50, which I've taken off. That's why we have one.
mhm.
So we're long one from 58.51 now.
I like it. If it ain't broke, we'll fix it. Going back to it. 60, 50 on the till. 75% long gold right now. Just a buck above 3,300. What was that, man? That was
Paul is asking why I'm short gold right now. She's long from 32.89.70. Very nice location on that. The only
Order
reason I'm
filled.
short
Order filled.
just want to see if we can fail to hold above the initial balance low, which is 3,370 cents. Looks like we're about to get stopped out on it. It's low. It's a small, low risk trade that I would take every time.
good stuff, Hogue. Ooh. We have a holding pattern
Doesn't work.
again.
Doesn't work.
Yeah, and we have look at the calendar. We got that 10-year auction at noon Central Time, as well as a White House press briefing. Make sure you guys are here for
10-year tip.
Lunchbox trading. We got Lunchbox today. Speaking of Jay, we got Coach Jay, Hoop, and Hogue. And we got Back to the Futures. Gabe, Dolby, Vanessa, C. Very looking forward to that very, very much. Power Hour, Andre, Dolby, Alfie. Yes, I just spoke. You said my name in third person. Coach Jay, Coach Paul at the buzzer. And these two handsome devils, Coach Dakota and Baron.
We just got our stop hit, and now it's going to turn around. Watch.
Were you long or short gold?
Order filled.
I know, crazy, right?
Yeah, that is crazy. Nasdaq's been chopping around here.
Oh, shoot. A bit of a holding pattern here. I believe Baron is wrapping with his. Baron, what's your Discord saying now? I know when you're talking to your Discord, even though
They're posting some memes. They're posting some memes
of what we were just talking about.
They're saying they need to make a goat with my face on it.
Really?
How humble they are.
Look at that, man. Is it a Discord or just a fan club, Baron? Well, I'm kidding. All right, let's get Jack. Take memes of Andre. There's plenty of memes of me. Yeah, let's hit some news. We're gonna see if we can push this ES higher. Go ahead.
Here we go. 30-year yields last night reached the highest since 2007. That is everything in the backdrop here. But part of the reason the yields increased is because the beautiful bill that's going through, whether you're for or against it, it does theoretically increase deficits. So we're kind of seeing the bond and equities markets will tend, not so much the equities right now, to kind of push you to your pain point as they get this through. But one thing in it is the fact that there is going to be no taxes on tips. And I think this is an astute observation right here. We go to the next image. No longer 1% investment fees, now accepting 1% tip for management. Yes, I will take my 2 and 20% tips, please. Thank you very much. We were talking pizza, by the way, with Bitcoin hitting all-time highs. It's time to remind you that on this day in 2010,
Oh, yeah.
and I don't know if it's exactly the day because this was reposted, but $10,000 were used to purchase a Papa John's pizza, and they have a plaque just to rub salt in the wound of this guy who bought what would now be a $1.1 billion pizza.
Oh.
With a B?
The worst part about it, it's a Papa John's pizza. Oh, Big Papa.
Not like Papa John's.
Man, when you come to Chicago, you'll never like Papa John's again, Baron. I can assure you that. You'll never eat that garbage again.
The deep dish?
Maybe.
That's
a tease.
Yeah.
Like
Love the man
never
hated
had good
pizza. That's a joke.
To be fair.
And lastly,
wait, Jack, how many Bitcoin did he pay for that pizza?
10,000.
Oh.
10,000.
Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, go ahead. Check out this next one.
All right. If you give Trustpilot reviews, we love stuff like this. 5 stars. Great company. Actually, good company. Dolby set stops too tight.
That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. Told you. Told you. We read each and every one of them.
Well, sometimes your stop is a better level for an entry.
Thank
Oh,
you,
yeah.
Brian. And
Awesome
there's your news for
stuff.
now.
Thank you, Jack. Yeah, Baron. Baron, what'd you say about deep dish? You give it a
I've
whirl
never
or
had
what?
it.
You're not down.
I've never had it, but I'll give it a whirl. I'll give it a whirl.
Sweet. Noted.
We also don't really eat that on a normal occasion either.
Nah, we don't. Mm-mm.
For like birthdays and wakes.
And out of towners.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna take you to Michael Patak's Chicago. We're gonna hit up Navy Pier. We're gonna hit up a deep dish
World's biggest
spot.
Starbucks. The world's biggest
World's biggest Starbucks. We're gonna go
What's the
to
drink?
Cubs
What's
game.
what's that drink? Is it
Malort.
Malort?
Malort.
Malort.
Yuck.
Oh man.
How
Take
gross
it to
is
Right
it?
Liquors and get you some Malort.
Let's give like
Tastes
one
like
wet sock.
earwax.
The first time you have it, it'll be the worst it's ever going to taste. And then it gets better with each time.
Oh
afterwards.
shit, it does. You think that shit gets better, James? That's just
It becomes less. How do I put this?
toxic.
Yeah, less toxic. Your body gets
For
used to
sure.
the shock.
Yeah, we gotta take him to the bean. We need more suggestions from
Cybermax.
Michael Patak's Chicago.
Oh man. Cybermax, great question. Is Pequod still around? You're damn right it is.
Yeah, it is.
That's
Dakota,
some
you like
goods
this
right
3-bar
there.
reversal in gold?
We have another one to the short side now.
Right, look at it right here.
Oh, I do. That's right at a nice round number.
Okay, we're short.
But
All right.
okay.
Short two,
If you're wondering-
32.99.40.
99.40, 32.99.40. Okay.
I was gonna say my
Short
opinion
how many,
on
Eddie?
gold though.
Or,
Same spot
hard
we
to
were
sell
short
it.
before.
okay, cool. What's up, Eddie?
If you're wondering what Malort is, there's probably a lot of people in chat thinking, what the hell are they talking about? It's a bitter liqueur introduced in the 1930s by a Swedish immigrant, Carl Jeppson. It's like a Basque, Swedish spirit flavored with wormwood.
Short
And,
3 now.
it's